Guilt and accountability, while often used interchangeably, actually represent distinct emotional and behavioral states that are important for our emotional well being. Guilt is an internal emotional response to perceived wrongdoing, often accompanied by feelings of regret and shame. In contrast, accountability involves a conscious choice to take responsibility for our actions, regardless of the outcome. Understanding the difference between these two concepts is crucial for personal growth. While a healthy level of accountability fosters strong relationships and helps us achieve our goals, excessive guilt can be harmful. It may lead to a cycle of self blame, low self esteem, and avoidance behaviors. By distinguishing between guilt and accountability, we can free ourselves from the weight of guilt and embrace a mindset of personal responsibility. Together, let's cultivate a supportive environment where we can explore these concepts and prioritize our emotional health. Remember, it's all about balance and being kind to ourselves on this journey of personal growth. Exploring guilt. Definition and characteristics. Guilt is a complex emotion that many of us experience when we feel we've fallen short of our own moral standards or believe we've harmed others. It's that self directed feeling of remorse, often coming with a sense of responsibility for perceived wrongs. Guilt can vary widely from mild discomfort to deep emotional distress. Common characteristics of guilt include self blame. We might find ourselves attributing negative outcomes solely to our actions, overlooking external factors or shared responsibilities. Regret. This manifests as a deep sense of sorrow for past choices or actions. Rumination. It often involves replaying the event in our minds, sometimes amplifying its negative effects. Avoidance. We might withdraw from social interactions or activities as a way to escape those feelings of guilt. The impact of guilt. The emotional weight of guilt can profoundly affect our overall well being. When we allow guilt to linger, it can chip away at our self esteem, fostering feelings of inadequacy and worthlessness. This emotional burden can create a negative self image that overshadows our achievements and strengths. Additionally, guilt can be paralyzing. The fear of repeating similar mistakes may hold us back from taking risks, venturing into new experiences, or pursuing our goals. This can lead to a cycle of avoidance and inaction, stifling our personal growth and development. It's essential for us to recognize these feelings and approach them with compassion, allowing ourselves the space to heal and grow. Understanding accountability, definition, and characteristics. Accountability is the conscious recognition and acceptance of responsibility for our actions, decisions, and their consequences. It's about owning our choices, embracing both the positive and negative outcomes they may bring. By adopting a proactive stance, we commit ourselves to learning, growth, and making amends along the way. Key characteristics of accountability include ownership, taking full responsibility for our actions, steering clear of blame shifting or excuses. Transparency, being open and honest about our mistakes and shortcomings. Reliability, consistently following through on commitments and fulfilling obligations. Growth mindset, seeing challenges as opportunities for learning and improvement. Moreover, accountability serves as a powerful catalyst for positive change. When we take ownership of our actions, we empower ourselves to make necessary adjustments and strive for improved results. It ignites our motivation to learn from our mistakes, develop new skills, and achieve our goals. The benefits of accountability. Embracing accountability can enrich our personal and interpersonal growth significantly. By taking responsibility for our actions, we cultivate self-respect and integrity. This approach helps us build trust with others who can rely on us to honor our commitments. Accountability also gives us the strength to make amends for our mistakes. When we acknowledge our errors, we create opportunities for repair and reconciliation, allowing us to learn valuable lessons and devise strategies to prevent similar missteps in the future. Furthermore, accountability can deepen our relationships. By being accountable, we show respect and care for others, fostering a sense of mutual trust and understanding that leads to stronger connections and bonds. In this journey, we're all in it together, supporting one another as we navigate the challenges and triumphs of life. Distinguishing between guilt and accountability. Focus, past versus present. Guilt often pulls us backward, keeping us anchored to past mistakes, failures, or perceived wrongs. This constant rumination can be emotionally exhausting and may hinder our journey forward. In contrast, accountability looks ahead. It acknowledges our past actions, but channels our energy into fostering positive change in the present and future. Action versus inaction. Guilt can be paralyzing, leading to inaction. The fear of repeating past mistakes or facing negative repercussions creates a cycle of avoidance. We might find ourselves withdrawing from social settings, neglecting responsibilities, or procrastinating on important tasks. On the flip side, accountability inspires us to take action. It encourages us to own our choices and make amends when necessary. By concentrating on solutions and personal growth, accountability empowers us to navigate challenges and cultivate positive outcomes. Self-perception, self-criticism versus self-compassion. Guilt tends to erode our self-image, leaving us with feelings of inadequacy, shame, and worthlessness. We may be overly critical of ourselves, measuring our actions against unrealistic standards. This self-critical perspective can undermine our confidence and impede our potential. However, accountability nurtures self-compassion. It invites us to acknowledge our mistakes without being consumed by them. By embracing growth and learning, we foster a healthier self-view and build resilience along the way. Moving from guilt to accountability. Strategies for shifting focus. Transitioning from guilt to accountability requires a conscious shift in perspective. Start by recognizing the patterns of guilt in your thoughts and emotions. When you notice yourself dwelling on past mistakes or blaming yourself excessively, take a step back. Challenge these negative thought patterns and reframe the situation in terms of accountability. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, ask yourself what you can learn from the experience and how you can prevent similar outcomes in the future. Self-forgiveness is an essential component of this process. It doesn't mean condoning your actions, but acknowledging that everyone makes mistakes and that you are capable of growth. Practice self-compassion and treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend in a similar situation. Owning your mistakes. Taking ownership of your actions is a cornerstone of accountability. Avoid the temptation to make excuses or blame others. Instead, honestly assess your role in the situation. This self-reflection can be uncomfortable, but it's a crucial step towards personal growth. By acknowledging your mistakes, you create an opportunity to learn from them and develop strategies for improvement. Remember, everyone makes errors, and it's how we respond to them that defines our character. Taking action. Accountability is not just about acknowledging mistakes. It's about taking steps to rectify the situation or prevent it from happening again. Develop a plan of action that focuses on solutions rather than dwelling on the problem. This might involve making amends, setting boundaries, or seeking support from others. Remember, progress, not perfection, is the goal. Small steps forward are better than remaining stagnant in guilt. Celebrate your efforts and learn from any setbacks along the way. Guilt and accountability, while often confused, represent distinct emotional and behavioral responses. Guilt is a self-directed emotion tied to our past mistakes, whereas accountability is a proactive approach that highlights our responsibility for our actions and our commitment to growth. Embracing accountability is vital for our personal development and overall well-being. By shifting our focus from self-blame to taking personal responsibility, we empower ourselves to learn from our experiences, strengthen our relationships, and pursue our goals with confidence. It's important to remember that making mistakes is a natural part of life. What truly matters is how we respond to them. By choosing accountability over guilt, we unlock the potential for positive change and create a more fulfilling life. Together, let's cultivate a mindset that prioritizes growth and resilience.